Wagwan, guys.
What is good?
Welcome to or welcome back to Mission Accomplished,
Where we suddenly happen to
showcase the lives of those who have accomplished much.
Today we have a very special guest.
Special guests only.
We'll let her introduce herself a bit more.
My name is Wanjiru Mburu from FinFun Limited. That's my current company right now. I'm an entrepreneur. I advocate for financial literacy for young people, especially because I feel that is the gap we need to fill to ensure that we eradicate the cycles of poverty in Africa.
How did you come up with the name FinFun, or how did you come up with the company?
So the company is made up of 3 women founders. We were living in Rwanda as Kenyans. It was hard to interact. So the setup was we were living together, kind of forced to live together because they don't have the same housing as Kenyans. So we had to get like a bigger house and then share.
Different about the housing.
So in Kenya, you can be able to get 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, studio apartments at an affordable price. But in Rwanda, such accommodations, it's for like high-end foreigners.
Yeah.
So like how the locals live is like the 3 of us decide to live together. We get a bigger house, a standalone, like a bungalow, and then we cost share.
Yeah.
We have our own separate rooms, but we have like the same kitchen, the same, just a house setup. So we realized that talking about money was really difficult in such a setup. But because the 3 of us loved hosting, we realized that when we host and we play games around it, it's easy to talk about topics that are hard to talk about in like real setup. In games, people don't take things into heart. They accept feedback easily, they learn easily. Yeah, that's how we ended up thinking, how can we gamify financial literacy so that it can be easy enough to have a good starting point, a good place to start, and then a good base to learn even other things like investment, but it all starts with just basic financial literacy.
Okay, so as far as our research is concerned, you're the entrepreneur of your company.
Yes.
So, had you always wanted to become an entrepreneur, or is it something that came up recently, or when you were in Rwanda, was it?
No. I have always been an entrepreneur. So in school, I studied electrical and electronics engineering, graduated, and then after graduating, this is going to sound sad, but after 6 years of study, that's when I realized this career is not for me. And my career is actually business. So after that, I applied for a program called Jasiri. Am I allowed to say names?
Yes.
Yes. So I applied for a program called Jasiri.
Shout out Jasiri.
Yeah, Jasiri Talent Investor. That is what actually took me to Rwanda. Because they do rounds and then you do application, and then after that they see a certain number of entrepreneurs. You go for like a boot camp training in Rwanda for 3 months, and then you come up with a problem you want to solve for, and then they fund you to implement your solution. So that's how I ended up living with those 2 women in Rwanda, because we were all in the same program.
Oh,
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Jasiri, look, your training has produced this woman over here who now has a company called FinFun, which is like a way to gamify, which is actually pretty smart because,
And it's fun.
as you said, when you play games, it doesn't really go to heart. If your 15-year-old self was to come and see what you've accomplished now, what do you think they'd feel?
Or how would they react?
If they see me right now, I think they'll be happy for me because I'm actually living my ancestors' wildest dreams. When I was 15, there will be no career called game development. How would you tell your parent, I want to be a game developer? You want to be a doctor or an engineer or a pilot? So right now, if my 15-year-old self will look at me right now, she'll be amazed. Like, you are like, how did you go to such unconventional career path? You know, how did you end up there? Yeah.
So, speaking of how your childhood or back in the day was like, and how the only careers that people would encourage were being a pilot, an engineer, maybe a lawyer there. So, could you tell us about your childhood or your upbringing to this point?
So, my childhood, let me start. So, my father was employed, he was an accountant, but after I was born, because we were born twins, my father quickly realized that his salary is not going to sustain the family, because it has like he was planning for one child, but now two children are coming. So he decided he's gonna move. He was working in Nairobi, so he went to a place called Mararal, Samburu County. I think people know that county. Yeah, so back then it was like it's like a dead zone. Like no one goes to Mararal. And then he was working at a DC's office, and then he decided to take a loan from the work, and then pay pole. Can I speak Kiswahili?
Yeah, you can.
And then he pays pole pole, and then my mom was to take the money and multiply it. So he'll take a loan from his work and give my mom the money. My mom buys stock because she was a tailor then. She buys like materials, what, and then she makes clothes, sells, and then that's how they added money into the business. Now fast forward, both of them, fast forward when I grew up, now both of my parents were business people. They were having, my father had a hardware store, and it was compulsory for us to work there during the holidays.
Why was it compulsory?
Because if you're lazy, you don't eat. So when I grew up, my dad used to believe that you needed to learn how to make money. You needed to work. Like you can't be just watching TV and doing nonsense. You have to actually work. And he used to pay us. That was the good thing. So it was not like free labor. Because you were participating in an income generating activity, he was like, because I'm making money from your effort, I need to even give you a stipend. So I think that's how I started learning about money, slowly by slowly, how to spend it. Because he'll pay me and then he'll ask me, what are you going to do with the money? And because he was already saving for us, I had to say, like, no, you can take because he was paying us 10,000. Be like,
What?
imagine. But we used to
Oh,
work.
no,
If
wait,
my dad is watching this,
wait,
I'm free
wait,
during the holidays.
Wait, pause.
Have any work.
What? 10,000.
Bands is crazy.
10 grand, guys. No, what?
Yeah.
That's
You guys are
that's
blessed.
But
crazy.
he's giving you that money,
I
but
thought
he doesn't
maybe-
expect you to spend.
No, back in the day, back in the day, the Kenya shilling was better than the pound. Like that was back in the day, I think. So, 10,000 shillings back then
After the
was
back then.
incredibly insane.
When Tando says back then, he means when the notes were still all grey.
Oh, yeah. But can you estimate for me what back then looks like?
Back then is probably
Like
between no, it's probably between 1990
to
How old do you think I am?
1990 to nini to maybe 1990 to maybe 2005 there. Yeah.
I was a baby. No. It's between 2010. No, before 2010. Maybe, yeah, around 2010 to 2014, 2015 there.
But the currency was still pretty good back then. But 10, that's per month per day.
Approximately 10 hours later.
That's not too bad.
But how? That's more than I earn in a year. Okay, I mean, I don't really work, but it's just allowance. But really, per month, you guys must have been ballers.
We were. As a child, I feel like I was, looking back. But you see the way someone gives you money, but they don't expect you to use the money. Be like, I've given you money, so how much are you saving? The other hand is waiting there. And you're like, okay, now I have to say I'm saving more. I'm saving 6K, and what are you doing with the rest of the money? You need to save more. So it's like
It's like a guilt tripping. So you're giving. It's like I give.
So he was giving you back
then
the
now-
money.
Then, now you're like, then I give you the money, and then I'm like, oh, but you need to pay me back for this.
Exactly.
And then the budget is exhausted, and then I'm like, but then next time you want to do me a favor. So by that time you're like left with a very little sum of money.
Yeah.
Wait,
But the
so
good
you
thing
are
is-
giving him back the money?
Yeah. The good thing is, you see the savings that I've been doing, that's what I used to start the business, capital.
Ah.
Over the years, you see the way interest, compound interest, you know how it works?
Yes.
Over the years, it multiplied, and I was able to now get capital to start my other business, my other hobbies, to try new interests, and also get confidence, I
That's
can grow money.
What
That's
would you
really
say is your
cool.
most like successful moment in FinFun?
The most successful moment. I can't say we've had that because it's a young company. We launched last year in November, so it's pretty young. Yeah, I can't say we've had any more success, but we've had highlights. We've had highlights that I can maybe highlight. Let me see.
Was that pun intended?
No, let me see. I'm quickly thinking.
Was launching Mali one of them?
Yes, let me say developing Mali and launching it is one of it. And
Guys, this game is amazing.
You guys should buy the
it's like-
game,
it's
guys.
Like, it's like Monopoly, but then different.
It's like Monopoly.
but then Kenyanized and a bit different.
It's just not a bit different. It's like it is Monopoly if you think about it in a way, but it's more money. How do I say this?
It's just amazing.
On the flip side, have you had any challenges with FinFun?
yes, we've had challenges. So you remember when I told you that we were being told that traditional careers and stuff.
Yes.
So see, I already have a sleeping degree in the house.
Yes.
So when we approached my father about this idea, he didn't buy it. But you remember he was keeping us money.
Yes.
I think that's the good thing of having money of your own. It was easy for me to tell him, okay, Dad, you're not investing in my business, or you don't see what I'm saying, or you don't see the vision here, and I can see it. Let's do this. All the money that I've ever saved, give me my money.
Just give me my money.
Give me my money. I have worked all those years. It's time to pay up, Dad.
That was probably like $1 million, $2 million bucks, guys.
Okay, yeah,
it wasn't
probably
that
depending on how much.
No, wait. From age
At what age did
15.
you start working?
I started working at around maybe 11 years.
11, and
Wait,
right now
no, wait,
you're
no,
wait.
no.
Women
Wait,
are only
women-
16.
So no,
Okay, so-
my question, no. What age did you
60K
go and
in-
ask your dad for
wait,
the
no.
money?
10 times.
Wait,
12.
chill. What age?
10
What
times
age?
12 is-
What age? 26.
26. No, it was so. If
120
a
times
year,
26.
But I was in school as well. So in a holiday, imagine for a year, you're working 4 months. April, August, end of
For-
November and
So
December.
4 times.
Four
That's,
times
That's 40K.
11. Four
Four
times
times-
11.
That's
44.
44.
So then now you multiply it by 10K.
It's about $500,000 or something.
That's $500,000, guys. $500,000
Start
bucks.
saving early, oh. Start saving early.
Half
Mom
a
and Dad,
million bucks. Oh my.
Yeah.
Eh,
So that's how
so
I think
cool.
everything that has happened to me in my life landed me here in this new passion that I'm constantly fueling and cultivating and nurturing, of trying to educate more people. Like you see, like that 10,000 here and there ended up being $500,000 plus. Yeah.
Unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end.
But before that, the most important question in the whole podcast. Shh. What advice would you give to young people or older people, just people in general, who would like to or aspire to become like you, or such as a game developer?
Or entrepreneur. Huh?
Yeah.
Let me speak of entrepreneurs. Just put yourself out there. You see, entrepreneurship is broad. You can say, okay, in the beginning, you end up doing everything because maybe you're a solo founder, you're doing sales, you're doing this. But I can say, if you want to be an entrepreneur, just try and put yourself out there. Put yourself out there sometimes to just get the no. Because I think that's how you grow thick skin. Because in entrepreneurship, you knock doors and they'll just shut them, you know? So put yourself out there, start small. When you're rejected, you're told no here, you're told there, just tell yourself, it's like a customer. This one won't buy, the next one will. So can I speak in Kiswahili? Yes. Unaoga, you go back to the soko. Unaoga unarudi soko, eh? You don't take no's too hard. Just brush them, keep going. Yeah.
By the way, for those who don't understand Kiswahili, unaoga alafu urudi soko means that you shower. It's basically just a Kenyan phrase that translates to you shower and return to the market. So it's better understood in it's better understood in Kiswahili.
Context.
Yeah, the context, but yeah, you get the point.
Look at the environment. Tendo would like to tell us where we are today.
Okay, so at the Kenya Ideas Festival
At
the Nairobi National Museum again today.
Anyways, this is Minamski Wawesh and Blackbird signing out.
Peace.
Introducing your digital power app.
Create and tell powerful stories in your own words.
Communicate and collaborate. Speak up and work with others.
Fact check. Avoid misinformation and protect themselves online.
And take action, which means using the media to help their community. So ditch the boring stuff and join our amazing program by using the link below.